two is the Spiritist book, which is all questions and answers, questions made by Kardec and answers that have come from the spiritual world, about everything in life, which is also very, very important. And even if you don't ever get to read Heaven and Hell or Genesis, the other two books, if you read the Spiritist book and the Gospel according to Spiritism, you have a firm foothold on what life is all about, why we have so many problems and troubles, why we don't have so much happiness. It all brings us meaning and makes us able to understand why my life is the way it is, why your life is the way it is. And instead of complaining, we just get on and sort out the things that come to us from each incarnation, so that one day we will become pure spirits and be happy eventually.
But what moved you to do the gospel translation, the first gospel translation in the world from Allan Kardec into English?
Well, it was an inspiration, and I had found the Kardec books in Portuguese in Brazil, and then I had to come and return to life in England, and I realized that this knowledge about life, the meaning of life, didn't exist here. And I could see people going around spending their whole life complaining and not understanding what was happening, what was going on at all, wasting many opportunities, and that it would take them almost for all eternity to be able to eventually reach perfection. So I realized what finding these books had done for me when I was in Brazil. Unfortunately, despite the fact that we have now all of the Kardec books in English, not because I've translated them all, because I didn't, but there's still a long way to go. It's very difficult for people in this country even to bother about God. Maybe a lot of people say, oh yes, I believe God exists, but they haven't a clue who or what God is, and they don't apply their knowledge even of the existence to their own lives, that it has some meaning for them. And eventually, I hope the penny will drop, and once you read the Gospel according to Spiritism, you do begin to understand what life, what the physical life is all about, and you know it's just one of many, and eventually it will help each person to grow and one day reach perfection.
I know that behind of something there is Chico Xavier, your friend, your good friend. So you visit him many times, no, Janet?
Yes, but you need to explain who Chico Xavier is.
Yeah, you
People don't know the name Chico Xavier, Brazil's most famous medium, who lived a very humble life and was always receiving wonderful messages in trance from the spiritual world for families, but he wrote also so many wonderful books through the trance mediumship, explaining to us nearly 500 books that have all been published, all about life, who we are, what we're doing here, etc., that they are just wonderful books.
Esses livros nunca me pertenceram, eles pertencem àqueles que os ditam ou os escrevem através de minhas mãos.
Exactly. And now we have Chico Xavier books, André Luiz collection, romances in English.
Yes.
That is helping the world to understand especially the area of mediumship.
Yes.
So as a founder of the Spiritism dissemination in this country, United Kingdom, so people can, I think that people are coming from all over the world to greet you, to ask you to sign the gospel, etc. Because as Anna Blackwell translated into English the Spirit book, you translate into English the gospel. So two ladies that brought Spiritism in this country in English language. That is great, Janet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, my dear. So we are nearly the end of the year, and Baz will organize our meeting together with all the group directors. Would you like to say something to them?
Well, these days I find inspiration very lacking. I'm really getting old and my memory is failing me all the time. Because at 93 I'm not far away from 100. And I can't expect to have the facilities and etc. that I used to have, but pay attention to the Spiritist teachings and to these books, because they change our whole aspect of our life. It brings us happiness and it shows us the purpose of life, because otherwise we don't know whether we're coming or going or why or wherefore or anything. There's no real meaning to life, but life has a very, very special, important meaning.
Okay, my dear. It's a pleasure to be here with you, Janet, to visit you, be with you, listen you, your expertise in so many topics of Spiritist teachings, and I am so glad that you are my friend. Thank you so much, sweetheart, and God bless you forever. Thank you for the
Same
gospel.
to you.
Amar sem esperar ser amado e sem aguardar recompensa alguma. Amar sempre.